Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Center Grove Boys Basketball Show. I'm your host, Kevin Conrad of CenterGroveSportsNetwork.com, along with Center Grove Boys basketball coach Cliff Hawkins. Coach, we're here at Arnie's again today, off to another great start here with our show.
Absolutely. We always look forward to coming here, and I know we'll have a good show because you and I are doing it together today, Kevin.
That's exactly right. And, Coach, let's get started off with a great win yesterday against the Terre Haute North Patriots, a team that you knew going in would be a battle. And you guys come away with a nice 20-point win in the West Gym.
Well, it was a very good win because not only were they a very good team, they had beaten Bloomington North on Thursday night, and they have 11 seniors on their roster. And so for us to go in against a very experienced team with a very dominant inside post player, I felt like our team just played extremely well, and we're very glad to get this win.
Coach, like I mentioned, you're in the West Gym. I thought for a Saturday afternoon, a great crowd for Center Grove, and it's always nice to see the support.
It was, and we like playing in the West Gym. We practice a lot in the West Gym. We like our facilities at Center Grove. We're very fortunate to have very nice facilities, but there's something special about that, especially on a Saturday afternoon.
Coach, in the very first quarter, you get, like I said, off to a wonderful start. Last couple of games against Warren and Bloomington South, you kind of struggled with that outside shot, but it seemed like in this game against Terre Haute North, you took the ball inside, got some easy looks, and got some easy baskets early.
Well, one of the things that I did look at, and I'm not talking about 15-foot shots in the lane, outside the lane. I'm talking about right in the lane. Yesterday, we were 13 for 17 in the lane. And in the first quarter, we were 4 for 6 inside in the lane. And I think we established the inside first. And we just had to work so much more at being a better team. I thought that, when we talk about offense with our players, we talk about a number of variables. Shot selection, we talk about movement without the ball, we talk about helping each other get open, and we talk about the we before me. And I thought on Thursday night at Bloomington South, that's not what our offense looked like. I thought our shot selection was at best marginal, and I thought that our helping each other get open. On Friday, I had them sit in the classroom, and they had to keep track of the number of screens that they set. Because, it's everybody's responsibility to do the dirty work, and that's another thing that we talked about. It's not just Troy's responsibility to set screens. It's everybody's responsibility to set screens. Well, when they're sitting there and they're looking at their paper and they don't have anything marked down for themselves and we're in the third quarter of the tape, they realize that they've got to do a better job of helping each other get open. And then on top of that, the we before me. I just really felt our offense didn't operate that way on Thursday night. And within that film session where we kept track of what we did when we took the ball inside at Bloomington South, we scored often there, but we didn't take it there enough. And with the situation of taking a look at how we help each other get open and being a good teammate, I think a lot of our players came to realize that we've got to establish something on the floor each time down offensively. And I thought yesterday we played as well as we have played in that aspect, and particularly taking it inside.
I'll say, Coach, it seems like the last couple of games there's been a real emphasis to run the offense through Troy, at least get him a touch in the half-court offense, whether Troy takes the shot down low. If not, he's been doing a great job feeding the ball back out on top to your three-point shooters.
Yeah, and he knows how to do that, and sometimes he'll come up off that block a little bit and get into the mid-post area, but the bottom line is that no matter when he does that, when our players kind of spin around on that little shuffle play that they like to do, they're doing a 1-2 into their jump shot, and so I showed them that, we were just kind of swinging into our shots at Bloomington South, but if we'll take that thing inside and bring it back outside, or we'll pass the basketball up the floor, in an effective way, I think good things will happen. And yesterday, after 3 quarters, we had 4 3-point shots made, and in the fourth quarter, we made 4 threes, going down the stretch. And so, we were 8 for 14 from three-point land, and we were 14 for 26 from twos, and we shot the free throws extremely well in the first half, 8 for 9. Second half, we weren't as effective. But I just think we got a lot of free throws yesterday and a lot of good shots because we established the inside game first.
Coach, it was great to see Tyler Bryant get back on track. He had struggled against Warren with the shot and against Bloomington South. Yesterday, he leads your team with 16 points. Hit, like you said, 3 big threes there in the fourth quarter.
Right, and until that point, you got to be a good teammate. You can't force success. I mean, we're not a team that's made like that. We have to be a total team, and we have to give up our individual desires for the well-being of our teammates. And I don't think that's what I saw Thursday night. And so then on Saturday, I thought we did that. And then Tyler and Brady really let the game come to them. I thought Brady played a wonderful game yesterday. And they let the game come to them. And like I say, I mean, I think Tyler hits 4 threes. Brady hits 3 threes. We hit 8. 8 on the day, and only took 14 shots to get those 8 makes. That's a pretty good distribution of offense, and that's the way we really need to play.
Also, you get great minutes again from sophomore guard Austin Crowder. Gets 3 free throws and a big 3-pointer.
Well, that at the end of the half, that's big because we're up 10. And we're going to go 4 low with Michael at 6. I know the TVs say 8, but whenever we go at 8, we go at 10, and then we got too much time left. And so I say 6, and we started to go just a little bit too early on it. But I thought Michael made a great feed to Austin, and Austin stepped right into that and knocked it down. And he was really good yesterday. I thought, with his 6 points, that's big. You combine that with Ryan's 6 points. Now we get 12 points out of a spot, and put that with Brady and Tyler's production. That's pretty effective from the perimeter. And so, I thought that was really a great shot. But by taking us up to 13-point lead at the half, no matter what they did in their first possession of the second half, we would still have a double-digit lead. Unless they got a 3-point play and we fouled them or something. And they just could not get going, and I thought the third quarter we played as strong, and I think we took that thing up to like 50-26. And so it was really good yesterday, and I think that 3-pointer is one of the key plays of the game.
Coach, also against Terre Haute North, you threw a lot of different looks at them defensively, and I know we talked about this on the postgame show that when you hit shots, you can set up in certain defensive, half court, full court, what have you. But you guys did a lot of different looks yesterday.
Well, and a lot of that again goes back to because of good shot selection and getting to the free throw line where the play is dead now, and we can give them another look. This team needs a little more of that. We need it like when the clock stops, we're really good at being able to make sure everybody's in their spots. Our concentration levels are not 100% on positioning all the time defensively, and so we've had to go just a little bit slower in that aspect this year. I mean, we love to change, but if one person misses an assignment, and it does mess up. I mean, you can't have something not covered that's supposed to be covered, because in all defenses you give something up. Well, if you're giving the thing up that's not the thing you want to give up, it's not good. And we've had some issues with that with our players, and we've had to continue to work with it, but they've stayed with it. They're concentrating harder, and they get to practice it more when they score. I told them after the game on Thursday night, well, guys, pretty hard to change defenses if we're going to clang the ball up to the basket and be 1 for 6 in 6 plays. I said, it's really hard on you. And I said, if you'll work a little harder for good shots, then you'll be surprised how much we can change. And, boy, I thought our changing defense, I thought our full court pressure was kept them. I mean, I can't tell you how many times it took them 8 or 9 seconds to get the ball across the 10-second line. I mean, if we were playing shot clock, that'd be wonderful. But what's really good about that is that means they're having to work hard to get across there. And I really liked how our team played. And I was really proud of our players and how they played their positioning yesterday. And I know those are things that not all fans see because they're just watching the game, but as coaches, we see it all the time. And that's the one thing that our players have to continue to improve upon. But I thought they did a great job yesterday.
Also, Coach, last couple of games, getting more play out of the bench with DeMarcus Nathan. He played well Thursday night against Bloomington South. He's doing a good job defensively for you, but in this particular game, he was more of an offensive-minded player.
In Bloomington South, he really was and did a good job defensively, and we were real happy for DeMarcus because the first time in the Bloomington South game on Thursday, I didn't feel that he did a lot with the opportunity because, I mean, I like it when a player can get a rebound every 2 or 2.5 minutes. Okay, if you're supposed to be a rebounder, I mean, I understand that a small guard might not do that, but if you're an inside guy and you can get a rebound, in a 2.5 minute period, or even a couple rebounds in 6 minutes or so, you're going to have a pretty good night on the boards. And I didn't feel like he did a lot with that in the first run through at Bloomington South, but I thought in the second half, he was sitting right beside me, and I said, DeMarcus, we got to have you rebound when you go in. I thought he went in and did a wonderful job, made some great post plays, made good decisions with the basketball. And, when you coach a kid like DeMarcus, he's a quiet young man who has stuck with this team. He's loyal to his teammates. He's loyal to the basketball program, and who has been injured like this, and very unfair injury. And I don't know what fairness is, but for a guy that had worked as hard as he had worked, it was just really sad when he got hurt. It's been a long road back, but I think he felt really good about that on Thursday, and I thought he gave us some quality minutes yesterday.
Coach Troy Voorhees, senior leader this year for you. He's played well all season long, but it seems like to me he's even elevated his play in the last 2 games. Again, we talked about trying to get the ball through Troy on offense, but he's really seemed to elevate his game here against Bloomington South and Terre Haute North.
Every once in a while with Troy, one of the things with Troy that I like a lot is, as a coach, I can just sit down and talk basketball with him, okay? It's not like it is he has great confidence, and he has a little bit of a swagger to him, but there also is a humbleness, because I know one day we were talking and he said, I would never want it to seem like, if we need the ball to come through me, that they think that I'm saying that because I've got to score. I'm saying that so our offense could be more effective. And I think Troy has a dimension there of understanding of offense that I think continues to rub off on our other players. And, I think I told you this the other night maybe, or, yesterday, that, on 9 shots, Troy was able to garner 20 points with fouls and those kind. He was 0 for 2 from 3, but those are both half quarters at the end of quarters, So he with 9 shots, he got 20 points at Bloomington South. And then yesterday, I think it was just 10, I think is what he got. But those 10 points were valuable. He hit every free throw, and he was strong with the ball, and he kicked it out, and he rebounded. And, wow, I just think he's played terrifically the last few games.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break and be back with more of the Center Grove Boys basketball show after this timeout.
Ray Skim's got your truck, man. Big and little trucks, man. Integrated locations, man. Skim's got your truck, man. He's got SUVs, crossovers, long bed, short bed, flatbed, dump cab, crew cab, center cab, half-ton, 3/4 ton, 1-ton, high cube van, cargo van, diesel engine, gas in stock, or custom in the color you want, man. Ray Skim's got your truck, man. Big and little trucks, man. Integrated locations, man. Skim's got your truck, man. Ray Skillman's got your truck, man.
Welcome back to the Center Grove Boys basketball show. Kevin Conrad with you, now joined by a couple of the Center Grove Trojans, senior DeMarcus Nathan and also junior Tyler Bryant. And guys, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
DeMarcus, we'll start with you. Senior season, I know I got off to a little bit of a slow start with an injury, but give us an injury update. How you feeling right now?
At first it was a little rough, but now it's much better.
Much better. Seemed like the last few games you're playing a lot better. Tell us about this Bloomington South game. Great game for you. You had 4 points. I know not the outcome you wanted, but again, for you, I thought it was maybe your best offensive production this season.
Yeah, Coach just told me I need to get in and rebound because Mike had 4 fouls, and I needed to play because we really didn't have anybody else that it's really that tall to rebound. And I have that ability, and I just have to use it.
Talk about the offensive rebound that you had against Bloomington South and the putback. That was a nice move for you.
Yeah, I saw it come off the rim. It was coming off to the right, so I just went after it and I grabbed it and put it back in.
Also, we just had Coach on talking about the Terre Haute North game this past Saturday. Great win for you guys at home. he talked about how you guys played more as a team and not so much as individuals, and I think this was maybe your guys' best effort in the conference this year.
Yeah, we're just looking to get people open, setting solid screens, and not thinking about ourselves and our stats. We just wanted to pull this one out, and we got the lead and we kept it this time.
Yeah,
And
so you got that 20-some point lead, and you guys held on to it, and you win by 20 in this. And you're right, sometimes in those fourth quarters, you've seen some leads slip away. So it was great to see you hold on to that lead and get a good home win. How about playing in the West Gym? I know it's special for you guys to play in the West Gym. You guys are 2-0 in the West Gym this year against New Pal and now Terre Haute North.
Yeah, the West Gym is just a different atmosphere. It's smaller, so it feels like there's more people there, but it's really the fans. Without the fans, the West Gym wouldn't be anything.
Now let's hand the mic over to Tyler Bryant Jr., shooting forward. Tyler, fabulous season so far for you. I know last couple of games, difficulties in getting the shot to fall for you against Warren and Bloomington South, but boy, you played real well against Terre Haute North, 16 points. Tell me about your effort against Terre Haute North.
Yeah, thank you. After Bloomington South, I really shot bad, so I went to the gym and got a couple extra shots up, worked on my form and stuff, and I knew coming out in the West Gym with all those fans, I knew I was going to shoot well, so I'm glad it turned out well.
I would say that Bloomington South game, you got some good looks. That ball sometimes just didn't want to go down for you. You were so close.
Yeah, I don't know what was up. I don't know if I was holding my follow through. I think I was off balance on a couple of shots, and they just weren't falling. I guess shooters have those nights sometimes where nothing's falling. So.
But it was great to be back in the friendly confines, if you will, of the West Gym. That's a place you guys practice a lot in, the West Gym, and
yeah.
I know you guys like playing in the West Gym.
Yeah, it's pretty much our home. That's where we practice at most of the time. So playing in there feels like we're almost at home, just another practice, just with fans.
And talking with Coach, something you guys have done here the last couple of games, it seemed like you're really running the offense through Troy Voorhees. He does get some inside touches, and then he can pop it back out to you or Brady and the three-point guys on the outside. It seems like to get you some better looks.
That's exactly. Coach has emphasized on inside, back outside. So Troy will come up to the high post, we'll get it to him, and the shooters are supposed to relocate and get it back outside and then just go from there.
Again, beating Terre Haute North by 20, I know that's got to be a real shot of the confidence to you guys right now.
Yeah, especially with Mooresville, which is another beatable team. I think if we get this win, then we'll have some energy and confidence going into North Central, and who knows, maybe we can get a win up there too.
I would say that could be a surprise win for you guys. I'm sure a lot of people thinking North Central has the upper hand, which they probably do, but this is a very winnable game for you guys, especially with that confidence that you have right now.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, if we're hitting and we're playing good and we're doing it inside, back, outside, and we're playing together as a unit, I think the sky's the limit. We can beat whoever we want.
Tyler, not too far off in the future here, we got the state tournament, the sectional. That's what you play for. Center Grove hosting again this year. That's always special to be able to host the sectional.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I hope the fans are going to be – I know the fans are going to be crazy, and I'm praying that we get another shot at Franklin because I still got that bitter taste of losing to Franklin and County, so I'm hoping we play them.
We'll go back to DeMarcus. DeMarcus, like I mentioned, you are a senior this year, and a week from Thursday, we've got senior night. It'll be a Cathedral in the West Gym. I know it's going to be a special night for you and your fellow senior teammates.
Yeah, just don't realize how fast your senior moment comes. First 3 years, my high school year went pretty fast. It's special.
And it's been probably particularly tough for you because you got off to a slow start this year with the knee injury. But like I said, you're now pretty much at 100% playing your best basketball right now. And just talk about the importance of finishing strong the regular season before heading into the sectional.
Finishing strong is everything. It gives you that confidence to go into the state tournament and actually do better than what you actually could do in the regular season. Just show how much you have grown through the regular season into the state tournament.
DeMarcus, beyond Center Grove High School, you'll graduate this spring. Future plans? Got anything decided up to this point? You want to continue on with basketball, possibly college?
Yeah, I definitely want to continue on with basketball, and I want to major in criminal justice, but definitely want to continue my basketball career.
All right. Senior DeMarcus Nathan from the Center Grove boys basketball team and junior Tyler Bryant. Thank you guys for being with us on the show. Best of luck here in the final few games of the season and, of course, in the state tournament. We'll have more of the Center Grove boys basketball show after this timeout.
Rick Skillman's got your truck, man, digging little trucks. trucks, man, integrated locations, man. Skim's got your truck, man. He's got SUVs, crossovers, long bed, short bed, flatbed, dump cab, crew cab, in the cab, half ton, 3/4 ton, 1 ton, high cube van, cargo van, diesel engine, gas in stock, or custom in the color you want, man. Ray Skim's got your truck, man. Big and little trucks, man. Integrated locations, man. Skim's got your truck, man. Ray Skillman's got your truck, man.
Welcome back to the final segment of the Center Grove Boys Basketball Show. Kevin Conrad with you, now rejoined by the head coach of the Trojans, Cliff Hawkins. Coach, you're coming down to the home stretch here of the regular season. This Friday night, tough one on the road at North Central, but a very winnable game. Guys coming off a nice home win against Terre Haute North. Now an opportunity to go on the road and get a conference win at North Central.
Well, we would really like to be able to do that. I think the key, as I kept telling the team right now, you've got to take the pressure off about winning and you've got to improve, and we've got to know that we can play well in the state tournament. And I think after the game against Terre Haute North, our players feel that way. And so what we've got to do is go up to North Central, continue about our business, focused in with what we have to do, taking it inside, moving the basketball, playing great defense. It'll be a real test up there because they're an outstanding athletic team. But I think with another week of work, I think our players will continue to be ready for that task, and that would be a great one to get.
Coach, obviously you're going to put the focus on Friday's game at North Central, but the following week, a special night back in the West Gym at home. It'll be senior night against a very, very good Cathedral team. I think that game is scheduled for a week from this Thursday, but senior night's always special in the West Gym.
It is special. I think it's been a tradition for quite a while, and I know that our players work so hard. We practice a lot in the West Gym. I mean, we practice in both gyms, but we practice a lot in the West Gym, and it's a special night. I know it'll be a big crowd, and in our fan appreciation, we've had a sponsor get us T-shirts so that we could pass out to our students and fans, and so we hope that that a lot will come out and honor our seniors that night.
Also, Coach, coming up this Sunday will be the IHSAA state tournament draw. Center Grove hosting the sectional again this year, which is always nice, but I know you guys are really looking forward to the state tournament.
Well, we are, because we've had a stretch, and we needed to know that we were going to stay a team. Like, whenever anyone goes through adversity, that's when you're best tested. Families that stick together, they stick together through adversity, and basketball teams have to do the same thing. And I really feel like our kids are bonded. I think they're excited about that opportunity, and I know we're excited about the sectional and the sectional draw, and we'll see what happens when that all comes about.
Also, another big event, Coach, coming up in our Center Grove Boys Basketball League, our youth basketball. The championships are going to be held at the West Gym on February 23rd. It'll be a Saturday afternoon. I know this is just going to be an extra special day. It
will be, because, all those boys that come watch our games, I mean, they'll get to play on the West Gym floor. It's going to be done like a championship round series, because it's every hour and a half or so, and I think it starts at 11 o'clock that day. Our CGBBL people, our president, Mike Eckert, and I know Bo Barrett and Billy Bemis have worked really hard on this. And if I'm forgetting anyone else, I do apologize.
Got to throw Rick Embry in there as well.
We got to throw Rick. How can we forget Rick? Okay, sorry, Rick. Okay, but those guys have worked so hard to make this special, because they do believe Center Grove basketball special. And so I think it's just going to be a great tournament, and I know our players will be there and maybe help pass out the awards and all those kinds of things. So we want players definitely dreaming about being Trojan basketball players.
Yeah, I understand. We'll have Jason Mueller, who does our public address announcing for the high school games. He'll be there. Doug Shornick, our assistant athletic director, will be there to do the music, and we'll be there doing the live webcast of all the games.
Oh, my goodness. I tell you what, we're going big time, aren't we? Okay. But that's awesome. That's awesome. And I think, it builds an expectation of things, and I know it creates an excitement.
Coach, as we wrap up our show, a couple things we want to wrap up with. One is you guys are putting things together. Good win against Terre Haute North. Good for the team as far as morale and confidence, especially late in the season with the state tournament right around the corner.
Well, you have to do those things, and like I say, we talked about the very things that We must be strong. We must be tough in all circumstances. We must, be at the side of a teammate that goes onto the floor. Somebody comes off the floor. We're up meeting them. We had to make sure that we're going to maintain being a team, because it's easy, to put your hands together and say team, and it's easy to think you're a team when you're going someplace to eat, okay? But the bottom line is that a team is someone who they really look out for one another. And I thought the game against Terre Haute North established that. Kevin, it'd be hard for people to believe, but truly we just did a small walkthrough of Terre Haute North on the floor Saturday morning. Everything was about Center Grove. We didn't look at any Terre Haute North film. We simply went right to what we had to be about, and that was so much stronger than an I. And really proud of what our team got done, and we hope we can carry that on through to the tournament.
Coach, in closing, we want to thank our sponsors, Arnie's Restaurant right here in Greenwood, hosting our show this year, and, of course, Racecomb Automotive Group.
Well, we definitely thank them for the opportunity to bring our message to the public, okay? I mean, from the games that are broadcast to the TV show, we really want to thank both of them for that opportunity, because without it, we're not able to tell people about the things that are going on within a very successful program. And so I really do appreciate our sponsorships.
All right, Coach Cliff Hawkins, on that, we'll wrap up the show. Best of luck in the last few games of the regular season.
Thank you very much.
That'll wrap it up from Arnie's. For Coach Hawkins, I'm Kevin Conrad saying so long, everyone.